Hey leaders, this is for November week 1 for our 2nd through 4th graders. And I know this parent cue says October 2017, but we flip-flopped our October and November themes, and so this is actually for November. So week 1, we're going to be learning out of Psalm 24, the earth belongs to the Lord. And our bottom line is, remember, everything belongs to God. And our new life app for the month is stewardship, taking care of what you have because it all belongs to God. Our memory verse for this month is, whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with very much. Luke 16:10. All right, so let's hop into our lessons for this week. So as you get here at 8:30 and 10:30, just make sure to take a few minutes just to pray. Pray for your small group. Pray for Oak Ridge kids in general. Just ask God to help your small group to see that everything on this earth belongs to Him and that we're just stewards of His stuff. So to help them start to understand what it means to be a good steward. When kids start to roll in at 8:40 and 10:40, sorry, this is old. You won't pass out snacks anymore. But just ask about their week, get to know their name, engage them in conversation. Here's some icebreakers. Do you have any pets? What do you do to take care of your pet? If you could have any pet, what would you choose? And how would you care for that pet? Then your interactivity at 9 and 11. You're going to have pieces of paper on your cart, just blank pieces of paper, and you're going to have kids draw a picture of something that belongs to them. So some examples: your bed, your bike, a game, a book, anything that belongs to you. And then you're going to tell them, don't show, hold on, Henry. You're going to tell them, don't show the other kids in your group what you're drawing. When they're all done, you're going to collect their pictures and shuffle them up and put them face up, spread them out on the floor. And then you're going to have kids try to take turns guessing who is the owner of the stuff in the pictures. And then you'll just close with, great job, guys, figuring out who owned all this stuff. And as owners, it's your responsibility to take care of your stuff. So we're going to head to large group to hear about why it's important to take care of what you have. So then you'll head across the hall to large group. Make sure that you're just sitting with your kids, helping them to worship and engage in the story. And then when they come back over at 9:40 and 11:40, you're going to play a game called God's Gift. And really, it's just 20 questions. So you're going to divide your small group into 2 teams. And then you'll have a gift bag. Henry, just hold on. Okay, hold on, buddy. You'll have a gift bag on your cart, and the gift bag already has these little cards in there. And so you'll split your team and you'll split your small group into 2 teams. And to start the game, you'll have one team pick a card from the bag. They can't show the rest of their team. So I picked soccer ball. And then the team is going to play 20 questions to try to guess this. So you can say, you might want to start with, is it alive? Is it found outside? They get to use 20 yes or no questions. So you might have to teach them. Now remember, the answer has to be yes or no, okay? If the team of the person gets correctly, then they have to say one way that they could take care of this item in order to get their point. If they can't think of a way to take care of that item, then it goes to the other team. Also, if they don't guess it in 20 questions, then it goes to the other team. So, you're basically just playing 20 questions. And then what you're going to say is, great job identifying God's stuff. So just remember, everything belongs to God, and we should remember that everything we have is a gift from God. God made everything, and God gave us the responsibility of caring for His world and everything in it. And one way to show others that you're thankful for what God has shared with you is to take care of what belongs to God. Then for your memory verse review, hey, can you just hold on 1 second, okay? Hold on 1 second while I'm doing this. For our memory verse review, you're going to play a game called Cause and Effect. So you're going to explain to the group what an if-then statement is. So if I throw an egg at the wall, then I'll have a mess to clean up. And see if they can come up with an if-then statement. So start by giving them an if statement and see if someone else or the next person in the circle can give a then statement, and keep going around. If your kids get stuck, here's some examples. And you can even get a little movement in and have them squat down when they're saying the if statement and then jump up when they say the then statement. So if I were Superman, then, and see if one of your kids can come up with something. And after everybody gets a turn to kind of go around, then you're going to give kids a Bible to look up, hold on, Henry, to look up the memory verse. And we're still waiting on Hey, just hold on, baby. We're still waiting on NIRV Bibles to come in. So for now, just look it up in your NIV Bibles and just remind your kids there's different versions, and the version on our card is just a little bit easier to read. So we're going to look up this one, but then we're going to read the version from our card. And just explain that Luke 6:10 is an example of an if-then statement. So whoever can be trusted with very little, if you can be trusted with very little, then you can be trusted with much. And just challenge the kids to think of little things that they can be trusted with that can lead to them being trusted with bigger things. So if you can be trusted to take care of a dog, then you could be trusted to take care of an elephant, and so on. And you'll just close by saying, so guys, stewardship means taking care of what you have because it all belongs to God. Remember, everything belongs to God. God cares about the little things and God cares about the big things. And taking care of what belongs to God takes practice. And when you show that you can be trusted with very little, you're showing God that you are ready to be trusted with something very big too. So it's important to treat everything like it belongs to God, no matter how big or little it is. And then make it personal. Maybe share with the group some time when you were trusted with something small that helped you to be trusted with something bigger. So maybe you were trusted with babysitting your cousins, and that helped you to be a mom when you were older, because that's a much bigger responsibility. So then to pray, just have kids sit in a circle and look up Psalm 24:1 as just a wrap up for the day. And you can just close with the little conversation guide below. So just, guys, remember that everything belongs to God. And Psalm 24:1 reminds us that the earth belongs to God, and everything that's in the earth belongs to God. And most importantly, everyone who lives in the world belongs to God. And that means me and you. We belong to God. So this week, as you take care of what you have, because it belongs to God, remember that you belong to God too. So then here's just a little prayer that you can close with. And you'll have a little mirror on all of your carts. And so what it says is, the food we eat, clothes we wear, everything belongs to you. And most importantly, I belong to you, God. So guys, I'm going to pass this around, and I just want you to look in this mirror and remember that when you look at it, think to yourself, I belong to God. And then as adults come, just tell them today that we learned that it's important to take care of what we have because everything belongs to God. So just make sure that all your kids get a memory verse card and a parent cue to take home. And then also, we are starting with the adults. We are starting our Be Rich campaign. So the host this week in large group is going to be talking about it, but remind your kids, we're going to start collecting money for Oak Bridge, Haiti for the kids that are down there. And we're going to have a little interactive giving station. So tell kids to bring their change next week because our goal in Oak Bridge Kids is to raise $1,000 for Oak Bridge, Haiti. So it's very exciting. Thank you all for serving. This is going to be a great month in Oak Bridge Kids. I'm super pumped. Just thank you guys all so much, and I will talk to you soon. See you on Sunday. Bye.